Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday on the channel we were talking about some of the introductory offers to Transformers Forged to Fight after Kabam released kind of an announcement that they have no plans to wipe any progress made on the beta servers before the global release of the game. So that was some pretty big news, and we were looking at the introductory offers because at the moment the game is regionally locked to Denmark and Sweden, so the only currency that you can actually purchase stuff with in game is the Swedish krona. Now, after kind of looking at these offers, because they're very amazing value offers, very similar to Marvel Contest of Champions, very similar structured offers, but instead of like a Deadpool, you get a 3-star and 2-star Bumblebee, a ton of premium bot crystals, and a ton of gold, and also ore needed to upgrade the various characters. Now, I was actually a little bit sad because I couldn't buy those offers, and I was like, damn, I wish I had some of that sweet, juicy Swedish krona in order to purchase some of this stuff. So one subscriber actually, just out of the blue this morning, sent me an iTunes gift card with 250 Swedish krona on, which meant that we could buy all of the offers. So 250 Swedish krona is about the same as about 30 UK pounds, or probably about 40 US dollars. So an incredibly generous donation, and I'd like to thank you for that, because now I've got a little bit of a heads up in the game. And also today we are going to be doing a massive premium bot crystal opening. We get to open 10 of them, which, you know, for somebody that's just starting out of the game, that's crazy. That is like so many new characters. We might get a 4-star character, we might get 2 4-star characters. I know several people in the game have already acquired at least one Transformer bot as a 4-star, so I'm very interested to see if we can pull a 4-star today. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. We're going to be opening 10 premium bot crystals and having a look at some of these new characters. Hopefully we can get some very interesting ones, because I know quite a bit about the characters that I have already, but there are so many characters that I know nothing about and want to find out a little bit more about, and this is going to be so helpful for doing video guides and producing written guides on kind of the game and where various characters stand, and just doing gameplay videos. So thank you so much to the anonymous donator who sent me that 250 Swedish krona iTunes gift card. It was greatly appreciated. But guys, let's open some of these crystals and see what we get. So we got 10 premium bot crystals. We're gonna spin all of them, guys. We need that excitement, we need that hype. So hopefully, just to get a 4-star anything. Ideally, out of this video, like the one character that I want as any star is a Sideswipe. I think it's called Sideswipe. I'm pretty sure it's either Sideswipe or Sidestep, but I'm pretty sure it's Sideswipe. Okay, so we got 2-star Windblade. Didn't have that transform already, so that's really good to add to our collection. She seems like quite an interesting character. Has a very strong bleed from what I've seen so far. So, 2-star Bone Crusher, that's pretty good. We have been after a 2-star Bone Crusher. Makes for an excellent base defender. So, that's pretty good. Know a little bit about Bone Crusher so far, but you know, as we get the 2-star and can level them up, I imagine our knowledge is only going to increase. So, okay, what is that? That's a 2-star, Sideswipe. So we've already got the character that we want. Ideally, guys, we want to get him as a 4-star. That would be amazing. But the fact that we've already got a 2-star version of him is pretty good. So in comparison to Marvel Contest of Champions, like this game, even like the 2-stars, so incredibly valuable still. Okay, so what have we got here? We got a 2-star Grindor. Haven't got that Transformers as a 2-star yet. So that's pretty good, I don't know too much about Grindor or what he does. I think he transforms into a helicopter, which is pretty dope animation on that. So let's stop and see what we get. Are we going to land on anything? It looks like we're going to get another 2-star Windblade, which means we've awakened her ability called Resolution. Very interested to see what that does. Once we've, of course, opened all these crystals, we're going to have a look at some of the characters and see what they do in terms of their abilities, and try and judge which ones are pretty good. But if we get a 4-star, that'd be dope to finish it off. Okay, so we've got a second copy of the movie 1 version of Optimus Prime, which is interesting. I really, his signature abilities, awakened abilities, sorry, does seem quite useful. So I think it's very similar to, what is it? He gains like almost an immunity, very close to death, which is based on like a stack of armor. So we've got a 2-star Bludgeon as well, which is pretty good. Very excited to test out so many new characters, guys. Just being flooded with them at the moment. This is awesome. But can we get a 3 or 4 star? We've got, you know, all 2 stars in the first 7 crystals. Oh, wow. We just let that one spill out. It looks like... Oh, okay. We're getting a 2-star bludgeon, which means we've awakened him. What's Metal Kato? Okay, let's see what that does. That's going to be quite interesting. So we've awakened a couple of Transformers, which is very interesting. Can we get a 4-star one, though? We've got 2 more chances, guys. Let's stop the spinner. We're gonna awaken that 2-star Bone Crusher, aren't we? Well, you know, I wanted to awaken Bone Crusher anyway, so it's nice that we can check out some of their awakened abilities. But come on, last crystal, guys. Can we get a 4-star Transformer, or is it going to be 100% 2 stars? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Let's see. Okay, we're getting a 2-star Bumblebee. I can tell. The spinner it stops so much more suddenly. But we've actually awakened Bumblebee, which is really good. And he's got a signature ability, Alacrity, which sounds quite interesting. So we awakened so many Transformers there and got, like, so many new ones as well. So that's really awesome. Going to make our arena grinding just absolutely amazing. So we've actually got a Daily Crystal as well to open. So we actually have another chance at a 3-star Transformer in this. I don't think there are any 4-star ones in the daily. Very similar to Marvel Contest of Champions. And it had to be the 1-star in between the 2 3-stars there. But you know what? We'll take it, guys. It's a bit more gold. It's a bit more resource. Actually, we don't have that version of Optimus Prime as a 1-star. So it's another character for the 1-star arena. And let's finally spin the 4-hour crystal. See if we get anything good. Probably just going to be a little bit of gold or revive. Revive is going to be pretty good, especially when we come to find Megatron. So that ain't bad, guys. That ain't bad. Anyway, well, let's have a look at some of these new Transformers and see their abilities and what they do. Let's see which one is super OP. So everybody has been saying the Bone Crusher. You know, I've only got him as a 1-star champion, but everyone's saying he's crazy overpowered. But I want to see what he does. So, his signature ability, Munition, when struck by critical hits, has a 30% chance to arm a mine after 1.5 second delay. Mines detonate for 48% attack as heat damage when tripped by melee attacks. Mines are disarmed when tripped by range attacks. So I'm not too sure. Is a mine like something that is dropped on the ground, or is it like something that's attached to the bot? Because it's quite interesting. It could be something that's dropped on the ground because, you know, Transformers, unlike Marvel Contest of Champions, has these 3D arenas. So there are ways to play around it if it's dropped on the ground. But yeah, I'm interested to see how exactly that works and how mines drop, because I actually haven't physically seen anyone fighting a Bone Crusher so far. So let's have a look at some of his abilities. So when struck by melee critical hits, has a 100% chance to inflict bleed, dealing 40% attack over 2.3 seconds. The number of stacks inflicted increases repeatedly by getting struck, so that's pretty good. Stacking bleed, which is what makes him such an amazing defender. So this one's interesting. Opponents trigger 25% fewer evades per stack of bleed. Bleeding opponents fuel Bone Crusher's hatred, raising his critical rate by 7.5% and power rate by 25% per stack of bleed. So, is there a way to trigger bleeds on your attack? That's what we need to find out, guys, so we can counter those pesky evade champions. So, heavy attacks, 10% chance per stack of bleed to twist wounds. 70% chance to bleed, dealing 50% attack over 6 seconds. What is twist wounds? Oh, here it is, the next line. So Bone Crusher twists the wound in his opponent, ending their bleed debuffs and dealing 50% attack instantly for each bleed debuff removed. I'm not too sure if that's good or not. It seems alright, but ideally there seem to be a lot of perks to, you know, having bleed on the opponent, you know, such as reducing the evade chance. So I'm not too sure if that's all super great, but, you know, evade reduction with a bleed is still pretty dope. So special attacks have a 70% chance to bleed, dealing 44.2% attack over 9.4 seconds, and special attack 1 has a plus 30% chance to trigger bleed, which should actually make it 100%. So that might be a way to counter evade. I'm interested to see, you know, how effective that passive is, especially combined with level 1. But, you know, especially when you have a lot of characters like Sideswipe and Bumblebee that quite aggressively trigger their evades. It seems like quite a good champion to have. Plus Bone Crusher, he's a pretty cool character, guys. He's a very, very cool character. So let's have a quick look at some of the others as well. So, oh gosh, so many champions. So who don't I know? I want to look at Sideswipe abilities. We actually have so many to go over, so I might let's just look at Sideswipe for the remainder of this video, and then we'll cover the rest in future, like, featured champion videos. But let's have a look, guys. So Sideswipe, he's so annoying to fight, but let's find out what makes him annoying. So, critical hits, 100% chance to gain a plus 2% crit rate buff. These buffs are lost if Sideswipe is knocked down by an opponent's heavy attack or special attacks. So, wow, that's actually really good. So if you can just keep on critting, your crit rate is just going to go up and up by 2% for every crit that you land until you're hit by a heavy or special attack, which... those two attacks, you know, once you get a little bit better at the game, are probably quite easy to avoid. So wow, that is ridiculous. So sidestepping gains 11% power when successfully sidestepping a ranged attack. That's interesting to bear in mind. When attacked after being struck 6 times by basic attacks, Sideswipe gains plus 27% melee evasion for 4 seconds. Very good, very good. Passive, while under the effects of an evasion buff, Sideswipe's attacks have a 100% chance to stun for 1.5 seconds, and that is all of your attacks. So that's really what makes this champion like so crazy. If you get hit 6 times, you've got this crazy evasion buff, and if you land 1 hit, then like it's a crazy stun combo until that evasion buff ends. So I guess that's really what makes him so powerful there, is that, you know, you're not really most of the time going to take more than 6 hits if you're being attacked, and, you know, especially as a defender, only being able to... Actually, I guess there are ways you could play around it if you play quite slowly. Just do 6 attacks, wait for that buff to come out, and then maybe go to ranged, and then just work on evading him for 4 seconds. But that's also something very interesting to bear in mind, you know, when it comes to fighting this character and his combat strategy. But it is, it's very interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are absolutely stacked in terms of our roster now. We have so many new bots, so many new characters to play around with. So there will definitely be feature videos on all of these characters coming out in the next couple of weeks. If you enjoyed this video, guys, feel free to leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you're new to the channel and are looking for more Transformers Forged to Fight content, feel free to hit that subscribe button in the bottom left-hand corner. Apart from that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what kind of Transformers content you would like to see in the future in the comments below. Apart from that, take care and have an absolutely fantastic day.